What's up, everybody? Jeff and Red here with Homes by Bonk for episode 4 of 5 Question Fridays. And today we have Brendan, one of the owners of Urban Souls here in Hoboken, one of Hoboken's hottest new yoga studios. It's so much more than a yoga studio. It's a great, great space, great staff, great teachers. We've known Brendan for a little while now. Actually, he tested out the name of this place at the coffee shop right across the street. Remember that day? Like 2 years ago. It was funny. Yes. Random bump in, and now we've become friends and work out here. So we're going to get right into things. We're going to ask Brendan 5 questions so you can get to know Urban Souls a little bit better, get to know Brendan a little better, and get to know more about what goes on here at this awesome place. So, Red, jump in.
So, Brendan, why did you and Karen decide to set up some roots here in Hoboken and open up this space in particular of all the places you could be?
Well, we both love Hoboken. Karen's been here for a long time. She's got a son that's gone through Hoboken, different schools in Hoboken, and so her and Matt have been long-term residents of Hoboken. And I've always circulated around Hoboken, living in Weehawken and Jersey City, but most of my work has always been here. So I have a lot of roots, people-wise, a lot of teachers, a lot of my network and people that I've worked with over the years in a variety of yoga studios are here. So we love this community. We love the direction it's been going in the last few years, and we feel like there's a community here that we like to serve, and it's a really fun new community growing here.
That's so awesome. Yeah. Very, very cool people in the area for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Absolutely. All right, so question number 2. Urban Souls, in a nutshell. What's different about this space and what you guys do here that sets you apart, or just gives you maybe a unique vibe versus, there's a lot of yoga studios out there, and we find each one's a lot different. So, what's Urban Soul's story?
So our Karen and I wanted to create a place where people could really connect with each other and connect with themselves. Those are really our most important things. And as far as yoga is so different from one place to the next. Some places you get an awesome workout, other places you move real slow, other places are really about refining the yoga poses, and all of them are so awesome. Yeah. I think what sets us apart...
It's so zen in here. It's really awesome. Wait till you guys see the space.
We have 10 meditation classes a week, so we focus a lot on the mind and mindfulness and the nervous system and de-stressing. But we also have... I think our foundation, our main philosophy behind movement and the practice of yoga is we want people to be able to move better, to do the things they want in their life, not just to do yoga better, not just to have better yoga poses and do those things better. When you get done with the class, we want you to feel like you have more mobility, like you can move easier, which is why we don't just have yoga, which is why everybody needs more than just one thing repetitively. So that's why we have classes like Melt, where you're on foam rollers, the roll model, which you're using therapy balls, several restorative, 3 restorative, 2 yin classes. So we slow it down a lot. Our Urban Warriors classes will kick your butt. That's for sure. You'll get sweaty, but we have everything from a really strong class to almost organized nap time.
I love that. I think that
organized nap time. That's so cool.
Sounds good for me when we have those sleepless nights when the kids won't sleep.
I'm going to yoga.
I think one of the coolest things is that wide breadth of classes you guys offer. So a lot of places are there only one type of vibe. Here, everything from meditation, organized nap time, to a class that has warrior in the name, right? That's a big breadth of things. And to me, one of the cool things about this space is this room over here, it's east facing, right? And tomorrow, Red's going to try to get up by 6 a.m. to get here for a sunrise.
I'm committed to be here for sunrise. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Lori G, if you're watching, I will see you.
So it's a great space.
That segues into question number 3. So a common misconception is, yoga, that's not for me. I lift weights, that's not a workout. Or, oh man, yoga, I can't do handstands or headstands, or what are you guys doing? I'm not flexible, so I can't do yoga. But what do you do to, sort of debunk these misconceptions that sometimes folks could have?
Yeah, there was a lot of misconceptions there. There was a lot going on.
You hit them all.
I gave you the yin and the yang, right?
Certainly for the non-flexible, that one's easy. Those are the people that should be doing yoga. If you can't touch your toes, it's not a prerequisite to yoga to be able to touch your toes. In fact, if you can't, you're the person probably should be coming in and working on your flexibility a little bit more.
Why is that important?
Touching your toes isn't really important, but being able to do things functionally, like being able to tie your shoes, being able to get up from the ground, being able to do the things you want to do in your life, that over time we lose those ranges of movement. So we want to keep those ranges of movement healthy.
Yes.
But touching your toes really not that important, and it shouldn't necessarily be a goal. So that people think if I can't touch my toes, I can't start doing yoga.
Right.
I would say the opposite. I would say come in, start to work on your mobility, your flexibility, and start improving those things. In a slow gradual grade is more the process of yoga than say you were in a CrossFit studio where it's get it done in a few weeks and shape everything up. You should be doing a practice here that makes all of those things better. That improves your mobility so you can CrossFit better, so you can go work out in the gym, so you can go run 26 miles. You can support
in conjunction with.
Yeah.
To me, the way I look at yoga too is like a more overarching thing on my life than more like surgical of like lifting weights. Like yoga like helps me when I'm really doing a lot of yoga and I have a good practice going. Like playing with the kids is easier. Like getting out of bed is easier.
Yeah.
Like tying my shoe is easier. Like and it just makes life flow.
And it's the stuff that's kind of hard to notice sometimes. You don't necessarily see like the increase in your muscle mass or your cardiovascular rate because you don't notice when you get out of bed well.
Yep.
You just get out of bed well.
Yeah,
right?
it happens gradually.
Yeah, but when you slide away from the practice, you hear people say it all the time when they have been away for a year and they're like, oh my God, why is it so much harder to do this and do that and do that? So I find it does, like you said, it's overarching. It supports all the other things in your life that you want to do. And for me, I've separated the workout from the practice, even though I do get a workout. In a lot of the classes, or a lot of my own practice, to me, it's more of a time for either therapy of the body or therapy of the mind.
Agreed. I
probably
like that.
both.
That's a great way to frame up yoga as a practice, for sure. All right, so here's question number 4. Do I have to be a vegan to do yoga? All right, let's talk about misconceptions.
100%. No.
No, so I think a lot of people have misconceptions like I have to be like all in this lifestyle and maybe vegan is a part of it or maybe some other type of diet or belief system.
Yeah.
But is that the case? Like, do I have to adopt a full on or could I utilize yoga in a different way, especially here?
Do I have to be so healthy all the time?
Well, I mean, I'll start by saying no, I'm not a vegan and I do like to drink and we have a weekend wind down class here where we at the end
Does
of
this
Friday
place get any
night.
better?
I didn't know about that one.
And wine and stuff. Yeah, and it's really fun. A lot of community here, but the answer is no. I don't think it's a prerequisite. There is something in the sutras that talks about do no harm, and I think that's where some people come from. But then other people will look at it more from from a scientific standpoint, saying we're an animal, and it's not harming if you're supporting your body. So I think to look at those things and say, do I feel like this is harming? Maybe buying into the overproduction of things and all that, but it's really a personal belief. And if you feel like you're doing harm, you shouldn't do it.
That's a great way
to feel
say
like
it.
it's not doing harm. Be more mindful
of what you're eating and putting it into your body, because your body is your temple, right?
Absolutely. It's the best, great word for it.
I love
Very
it.
cool. Awesome. Good. I'm glad I could slaughter my cheeseburger and come to yoga.
Yes, just not all the time, Jeffrey.
No, I know.
So, 5-question Fridays, number 5. What do you guys like to do, or what do you like to do around town in Hoboken, specifically when you are not on the mat, oming it out and getting all zenned out over here?
Around Hoboken? Well, my girlfriend Brie and I have a couple favorite restaurants. We like Carpe Diem a lot.
Going.
Court Street's a nice favorite as well. Some of the old-fashioned Hoboken places.
For sure.
Hidden gems, for sure.
Yeah. You'll find us at the pier a lot, too. We love to just hang out at the pier, get to do some yoga, bring the dogs, and as long as we don't get kicked off
Gotta stay off the turf.
We stay off the
turf.
We got our dog, too, at the office right now. So we take her everywhere, but not on the turf at the pier, unfortunately, right?
Yeah. Recently, we've been getting into doing a little soul cycle every once in a while, so mixing up our workouts, too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Share a name too, so that's
very
cool.
Got some co-branding there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very cool.
Coffee shops are a favorite place of mine too.
So many good coffee shops
there are.
in Hoboken, right? Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
The new one uptown Buey's, new one with Little City Books and
That's
Buey.
a great space.
It's so cool. What a great idea.
Yep.
Totally.
Yeah, there's a coffee shop in town opened up a new space with a florist and a bookstore both in the coffee spot. So it's actually that's one of the great things about Hoboken, right? I mean, you have so many cool different places, and you guys are a huge part of that, and we're super happy to have you guys. So, Guys, that's it for us today. 5 Questions Friday. We thank you, Brendan, for,
all right, thank
for
you guys.
giving us an own.
Namaste.
Namaste,
And if you are looking for a
everybody.
great workout, meditation, to get a nap in the middle of the day and call it a workout, whatever you need, this is the spot to do it, guys. Reach out to Brendan, come by and see him at Urban Souls. Where are we? We're on 100 Newark Street,
100
right?
Hudson Street.
100 Hudson Street.
Entrance on First.
Yep. And if you guys need us, you know where to find us. Jeff and Red at Homes by Bonk. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Have a good one.
Take care.